friends in the pits and you take no prisoners. 1 minute you're up $500,000 in soybeans, and the next, boom, your kids don't go to college and they've repossessed your Bentley. Are you with me?
The revolution starts now.
We have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it.
Turn those machines back on!
And we have to start by building a wall, a big, beautiful, powerful wall.
Show me the money!
You are fake news.
Oh, good for you. And how was it?
I don't know when they decided that they wanted to make a virtue out of selfishness.
If we lose freedom here, there's no place to escape to. This is the last stand on Earth.
No, this is not your show, Davey. We actually answer phone calls here at Lake Effect Radio on the Revolution. Welcome back to Ohio again.
It's good to be back in this weather of sorts.
Are you sure?
Nope.
Tell us how you really feel.
There's a lot more sunny in California and all, but it was fun. It was fun, and now I'm back here, and I believe I was on here right before I left, right?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Mid 20-something of September.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think 20. I don't even remember. It was the 20-something.
It was in September, but yeah.
Or maybe the week prior to that. Somewhere around 15, 20-something.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah, it was good. It was good though, and yeah, I was shadowing out there at a radio station out in Santa Monica, and I'll be headed back to school next semester and bearing the cold.
Bearing the cold.
Bearing the cold.
No more Cali trip in the future?
I might go back out once I graduated, but for right now, it's kind of like, eh.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
I gotta get this done first, but yeah. Once that's done, I'm kind of like out of here.
Then you're going to go enjoy our rivals again now next semester.
Yep.
Going back to Kent.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too late to transfer. I got like a year left. I can't transfer with a year left.
That's true. Oh, the 12th. I actually looked it up.
Oh. Well,
it was sort of
yeah.
Sort of near the ballpark.
Yeah.
Ish. Something like that.
In September, yeah.
In that?
Yep.
So any bigger highlights of your little shadowing out there in Cali?
I went out there, and on my way out there, I visited a different assortment of national parks on my way in Colorado and Utah and Arizona. And I went to Denver a couple times, going back and forth, and I just shadowed out there. I went to the Sequoia National Park, the big redwoods, and Yosemite, and the Grand Canyon and Canyonlands in Utah, and then my favorite one had to be Yellowstone, going up to Wyoming and Montana. That was a really cool place. Like it's just you going up a big mountain, and once you get to the top, there's this giant lake, and it's really peaceful up there. Like there's this giant lake, and there are big waves, and the wind is rolling, and it's just crazy. But and
not that many people.
No, not really. It was mid-October when I went to, so it was snowing a little bit. There was actually some snow on the ground, and up on the mountain it had to be like 30 degrees, and then
See, Ohio did follow you.
It did, yeah. Well, when it was snowing in Colorado, it was like 50 here, so it was actually worse. Once I got to California, though, it felt really good, and it's a really cool music scene in Denver. I definitely want to move out there at some point. LA is a little bit more, their open mic scene's a little bit more, a little uptight, I guess. You gotta know people, and when I go to open mics, I talk to people anyway. But it's it was more uptight, where Denver is more laid back and more kind of like in Akron or Cleveland here. But it's really cool. They're both two cool cities, and it was a good time overall. I liked it.
Not bad. Not bad.
Good time. And then Jeremiah gave me this bottle opener.
I know.
I thank you a bunch.
We'll
sir.
get for the EP too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The album. Hey, that's a whole other story that came out, in just last month actually. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago it came out.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to make you think. You should know. But
But
I can do that. You can turn that on for the.
oh, I thought you were gonna do the badoonch sound.
No, I could,
I thought
but
you had a bunch of sounds ready.
of course I do. You can't tell me how to do that, but I'll just tell you one thing.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Hey, how about that new Star Wars movie coming out?
I didn't know about that.
Disney owns Star Wars now, so they're gonna make it kind of child kid friendly more, I feel like.
Something like that. We'll sort of agree in that. But so, what about the album?
Oh yeah, that little thing.
The thing that you should be proud about.
So it's a 13-track adventure. It's an amazing. It was amazing to make. A lot of my friends are featured on it, and a lot of my Akron musician friends are on it, and a couple of Cleveland one. Pinstripe Cousin from Cleveland. He makes a lot of beats, and he's kind of like, he's really cool. He turns his beats into kind of this whole performance when he performs. But he helped me out on the Reservoir, a song on there. He helped make the piano track as well as the drum track on it, and that was the only track that I didn't do piano on. But I had a couple of my Akron friends on it. Alex Tortorella from Pistol Whip, he helped on guitar. He also mastered the whole thing, and then I mixed it myself. And Breton Jones from Land of Pandas on there. He's on there for the Western Mile. He did the guitar solo on there. Yeah, just a lot of assortment of people. Tim from Stimpy's Revenge, which we're in the band together. He helped do saxophone on a couple tracks, and yeah, it turned out really well. I'm getting pretty good reviews on it. A lot of good creative criticism for the next album, because it is only the first album, so it's kind of like, you know.
Yeah, true. This is your first time as a solo.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that for a second.
It's only my first solo album, so a lot of criticism, like creative criticism, so that I can hopefully get it mixed better in the future. And I am a music technology student at Kent, so it's like, you know, to do it yourself is kind of like training for a job or whatever, because it's the field I'm in. So doing it myself is probably the best way for me both to learn and enjoy what I'm doing.
Mentally and sharpening the skills.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed doing it, and it's doing pretty well. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, it's on Spotify and Apple Music. I also have physical copies for sale at my shows for $5. Jeremiah has one right now. Studio. It's the official version. It's all colorful.
Compared to your normal thing that you just write your name and that on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was like I didn't.
Then it's like, well, you leaving it, like go burn it, rip it into the computer to add it to the spotlights. It's like, damn, yeah, all the tracks are labeled on this. Ah, damn.
Yep.
On Facebook messaging.
Yeah, but yeah, that one's official. Like, all the tracks should be labeled in. It's like encrypted inside the CD. Everything's labeled, and then the actual CD has actual. I don't know if you saw it, Jeremiah, but it has actual art.
I haven't went inside of it.
You gotta.
I do admire though the
his actual artwork on the CD. So it's an official copy, unlike the quote bootleg copies I had before. But yeah, it turned out well, I thought.
Yeah, that's actually really neat.
Yeah, it's a little bit something I whipped up in Photoshop, and I actually had a little bit of help on the making of the actual album art. I had a tattoo friend of mine, tattoo artist, do the actual stencil like cut out of me, and then I did the background and the colors in the backdrop, and then I did the entirety of the other side, the track listing side.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was going to ask who you got to do that.
Yeah, it's my friend Erica Rose. She's a tattoo artist in Ravenna. She did that, and she was a friend of a friend. So I was like, oh yeah. I was asking like about art, like tattoo artists who do stencil cutouts and stuff, and she did a really cool job on that. It's amazing like how tattoo artists just like I just gave her a picture of me and she just did that. She's just sent me a PNG of that, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I don't know how you did that, but thank you. But,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, yeah, it's I thought it turned out really good. There's actually a song on there that I want to do again. It's called Double Life. The version on the album is more of an acoustic centric version. I want to re-release that at some point in the future as a single, to make it like more full band, to add drum kit to it, to add guitars to it, because that's like one of the criticism things on the album, that that would sound really good with full band. So at some point I want to do that because I think it would sound good too. It was just like,
It's not really bad criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, I thought it turned out really well, and I hope you guys too.
Very nice.
I hope you think it's good too, Jeremiah.
So I've been listening off of Spotify.
Yeah. It's
I already added off into our playlist that we have on that local musicians tab.
Yeah.
And that, if you go to likefactradio.org/local musicians. And Jared, your coat's behind the door. I know, it started turning horrible in that.
I just hear, wow.
Yeah, it's a long story. He forgot it last week and that, and
that's not a long story. That's I forgot my jacket.
Yeah.
It's quite a
then
story.
Then he leaves. Then I have someone message him, and it's like, damn it.
What you gonna do? I mean,
I would think in this kind of temperature you would actually notice that when you walk out the door.
maybe you had another coat.
I don't know.
Oh. Oh well. But yeah, it's on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, anywhere you get your music. It kind of just put it on the everywhere, except SoundCloud. I did not put it on there. I don't use SoundCloud that much anymore.
That's really, even us either.
Yeah, I don't really know anybody that uses it, except for maybe some local hip hop people. They put their beats on there sometimes and have like the premium version.
And occasionally some people.
Yeah.
It's sort of lost its flair.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't. I don't know. I feel like you have to pay a good amount for the premium compared to like a lot of like music, other music streaming sites where you can get everything on there. Everything isn't on SoundCloud.
No, I get it.
It's pretty weird.
Yeah, the only thing I keep that around for is one thing, the sort of set playlist of when I contact new people of, hey, we do liners, samples of those, the spotlights, and that. Because it's easier than needing to email a bunch of files to people. You just had the links and it just runs off and does its thing.
Yeah. Well, I think it's easier to put smaller files on SoundCloud just to have them there.
Then you had those little playlists and you send those links of, hey, here's an example of the set, and it goes over to it. That's the only reason I keep it around really anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes it easier instead of attaching like 5-6 different files.
Yeah, and then having it to email
each and every time.
Yeah, that would take a ton. Just send them the Spotify link and it's fine. I used to use it. I have my the EP I released like a year ago on there with all my acoustic versions. So if you only have SoundCloud, that's on there, but I don't think I'm going to put anything else on there ever. Everything else is on Spotify and Apple Music.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, you want to play us one?
Sure. Oh, wow. You can't. It's already done.
Yeah, because I know how to work my things. Don't worry, I will be calling in the spring.
I do too, kind of. I just bring my laptop. Okay.
Trust me, I know. I watch.
It's easier that way.
I watch from the vowels off of Kent State's thing.
Oh.
Or off of your,
My
Facebook Live.
Yeah. That's how I take callers through Facebook.
Then you have me of phone calls?
Yeah. I don't take phone
No.
calls. No, I will not. I don't think. Well, I don't know. I just don't feel like using the phone system. And my show's not really. I mean, it's like this. I mean, you don't take phone calls for interviews.
Yeah, we do.
Sometimes.
Occasionally, yeah. Because it's out there at the 940-6615.
What?
Yeah. Not only because you could text into that, too.
Oh, yeah.
Besides the messenger, it shows up like this as an email.
Oh.
You had a texting through that number.
Well.
See, technology at work.
Ain't that something?
But it's all you. Pure pressure.
I'm gonna play what people think is the most popular song people like the most off the album. If you've been to an open mic of some sort, you probably heard this song because I play it mostly every open mic. But it's called Half Truths. As I said before, I had my friend play flute, Tim Schilling from the band. He played flute on it, and I had Nick Shin from Pistol Whip. He played bass on this one, so on the album. But yeah, it's called Half Truths.
Let me go to a distant future.
studio audience.
Well, of course we have our own studio audience. We moved up there in the world to get them. Mm-hmm. That's the funny thing. That was one of my questions I was going to ask out of everything. What was your popular song?
Oh, that one. Well,
yeah.
Well, actually, there's one more. It all depends on which streaming site you listen to. Like, I know Apple Music, it shows you as a list, like on the top of your artist page, like what's the most popular song, and it does the same thing for Spotify. I'm not sure about any other ones, but that was the most popular one on Spotify. There's another one that's more popular on Apple Music for some reason, but it's called "It's Never." It's the first one off the album, first track. But we recorded Half Truths and The Western Mile both at the Akron Recording Company with my good friend Ben Lava, Mr. Producer, music, audio recording extraordinaire.
I like it.
But we did those there, and then we did the rest of them at my house. Really.
Okay.
I have an audio interface, and then Alex did too. So, we just put on a bunch of effects, and it worked. I mean, it wasn't the room we recorded in. We just recorded in a basement, and it was a pretty dead sound. So, we could do whatever we wanted to it. It was a pretty clean sound.
Fair enough. You know what happens now, right?
Does a trap door open up and I fall through?
No. Let's see if you remember anything back from Land of Panda.
Oh, wow.
I know. I'm dating all the ways back there now.
Land of Panda.
So, out of your album, top 3 songs.
Top 3 songs. To play or just in general?
Whether to play, whether, it's sort of the ones that, are your favorite. I sort of leave it broad just a little for interpretation.
I like Half Truths, the one I just played. I like that one. It was actually one of the older ones that I made off the album. Doing the Dance is probably a close second. And then, probably Reservoir. Though I do love doing that one live too. Putting my piano on if I can get it. Yeah. On that, and trying to whenever I do that song live, I kind of turn it into this like singer songwriter type mellow thingy majiggy 70s.
Yeah.
Something like that. Not the quack. Something like that.
Not the quack.
not the quack. Something like that.
I'm sorry, we're not in the middle of the woods. You can't play that.
Quack. Quack.
If you get bored later, you can go out in the woods and play it.
I don't want to. It's too cold. It's not
you missed
camping.
The other reference. It's not camping. Hunting.
Oh, wait. There we go.
There you go.
But yeah, that's I think my top 3. Yeah. Yep.
Fair enough. So if you had one song out of it that best describes the album, which one would that be? Don't worry, I got you. I got your.
Do it. Yeah.
I should be surprised there.
Oh my god. Probably the first track. It's Never. It's okay. It's also one of my favorites too. But it's a good way to start the album. I put it first for a reason. It's a good fast song to really, jumpstart the album. But the album kind of follows a theme that I kind of chose unconsciously. After I finished all the songs, I looked at all of them. I was like, most of these are about either lying or truths or what you said earlier, fake news.
It's true.
But that wasn't a conscious decision. That was like I looked at them all afterwards, and I said, how did this happen? And I must have been thinking of that theme all along, because the one I just played, Half Truths, that's quintessentially about lying, but it can be half right. But with all this, all these politics going on, the impeachment going on this morning, whatever, it's just like there's a theme going on with the album, and that's what's real and what's fake, and we got to separate the two. And sometimes we can't separate the two because that's this mixture of social media and fact checking and whatever that creates these half truths or these full on lies, and that's kind of what the album is about. Mostly, there's a couple of songs in there that are just like blatant love songs that I just threw in for whatever reason, but that's kind of like the theme of it. And even in those love songs, I mean, there's some essence of cheating or lying in relationships and stuff, so you can still bring it all back to that theme.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
But going on half truths is one thing. Your answer is because you know why?
Why?
What is?
To say that all again, just put what is at the beginning.
Yeah, because it's Jeopardy, man. Jeopardy.
What was the?
You fell right into that trap.
I should have known.
Yeah, Jeopardy is you get to go and answer what is.
What's the category?
Huh?
What's the category?
It would be what is half truths as your answer. Then your long explanation.
Oh yeah.
Ha ha ha.
You're right. I'm not saying that again.
Don't worry, it's a lot of people that fall under that gun. It's, out of musicians and that each semester, I probably do that at least 50 or more times.
I can't believe that.
It's always at least maybe one or two that get it.
I should have known.
I know.
Oh well.
Welcome to our random segment here on Like Effect Radio.
Is that a daily double?
I haven't actually came up with a name with it yet.
You should.
We'll come up with one in the near future. Come on, I came up with a show opener after many years, so...
You can do it.
It'll come. I'll even make a small intro into it. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to try to blow your show out of the water.
It's a bit.
I can.
My show is put together by half-baked me, so I don't think it can really get that much better.
Though I do appreciate the whole every week and that.
Oh yeah,
you have a good chunk of local musicians in and out of the show.
Yeah, I feel like I'm really actually excited to get back into that. For those who do not know me or what we're talking about right now, I had a show on Black Squire Radio in Kent the past 2 semesters. Not this semester, I was gone, but next semester I'll be back. And I was actually thinking about this. Earlier this week, I'm thinking about making just an Instagram for it, just the Squire Show, just a blatant Instagram for it, trying to separate it. But I'll be back next semester and
from your normal Facebook page.
Yeah.
True. Valid, smart.
I'll probably just do Instagram. I don't really feel like I'll probably just keep posting it about on Facebook on my regular page.
Fair enough. But you're really itchy with playing, aren't you?
It's right in front of me, though, so I can't not. It's really difficult for me not to play when it's in front of me.
No, it's all good. You want to play another one? Make sure your fingers are all functioning. I'm surprised we haven't had Tim either call and text in or chime in of "you're fired."
Yeah.
I know, he's really slacking.
Where's Tim at?
Probably heading across the street. Or about maybe starting to head his way up this way to go to work. One or the other. Because he's doing it at 12:30.
Wow. Yeah, it's so cloudy out. I don't even know what time it is.
I know. Welcome to Ohio.
Every day's cloudy, and it's like, And the amazing thing, though, besides on my whole Western Coast trip, it the only times, obviously, it snowed in Colorado a couple times, and I was really lucky. I was lucky enough to get into Denver both times before all the snow actually came down. Like, I got in the day before at some point, and then 6 inches of snow fell the next day. And I was like, wow, I'm glad I got in yesterday, because if I was driving up from New Mexico, it would have been bad. But I don't think it went as far as New Mexico. But it was really cool.
Or did the snow just follow you?
Maybe. I think maybe. I'm not sure. Does the snow follow me?
Is that some self-doubt?
Yeah.
No?
I don't. Does the snow follow me?
Maybe. Well, I'll let you wait. Let you go again and play the song. Hey, it's finals week, man. You know.
I hope everybody's having a great finals week. Don't fail. That's all I got.
And remember, if the answer is anything to do with Jeopardy, is what is. It starts it off. Maybe that's the one reason why I queued that random scene.
Okay. What next? This is a song I don't think I've ever done on this show. Maybe I have. It's called "Doing the Dance." It's on the album. It features Alex Tortorella on guitar. He has a pretty good Steely Dan-esque guitar solo on there, and he also mixed it as well, mastered it. But yeah, it's called "Doing the Dance."
Time with you. Seems like this moment went too fast. I'm not looking for anything special, just something I think is gonna last. We're doing the dance, we're singing the song. We're doing the dance, we're moving along. But when the mood strikes me right, I don't even put up a fight. Oh, just looking for some old peace of mind. Won't you come and bring it to me? I'm not looking for any quiet time. You can be as loud as you please. We're doing the dance, we're singing the song. We're doing the dance, oh, we're moving along. But when the mood strikes me right, song. Doing the dance, oh, we're moving along. But when the mood strikes me right, I don't even put up a fight. When the mood strikes me right, oh, I don't even put up a fight. Oh. We're singing the song, we're doing the dance, oh, we're moving along. But when the mood strikes me right, I don't even put up a fight. Oh, another quiet night downtown. At a bar, he sits alone. He asks for another round, and then he goes on home. I always end that song differently because I always end it with a minor 9. But then when I go up it, I sometimes put an F in there, try to create dissonance. Music theory nerds will get this, but
I know that's above my head.
Yeah, but sometimes I put, I just put fifths. Sometimes I put an A in there too, or maybe a B. I don't know. But I always end with the same chord, but I always end it differently when I'm going up the piano at the end.
So always a small little tweak and add along.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Depending on the gig, if it's like a 3-hour gig I'm playing, I'll like extend the solos and stuff, try to jam it out more. It's like when you're just playing a solo, it's kind of it's obviously different. You're not playing with a band, so you gotta find new ways to keep the audience engaged, but not like overdo it. Because sometimes I feel like I'm like overdoing it, just like creating this big, like long, just like really fast solos, which, yeah, they're fine and good, but you gotta variate it more if you're gonna.
And everything has its time and place,
Yeah.
necessarily that you can't always rely on that you gotta always be a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So that people just go and tune you out or block you out.
Yeah, but yeah, I did not turn it back to the piano that I was at.
14.
Is it 14? How'd you know?
Huh? Because I looked at the pretty lit up button in the first place.
I can't. I don't know. I'm off today. I don't know.
Are you sure? Or is the weather off?
I have work at 2:30. Actually, I'm not off. But yeah,
Valid.
Sorry, everybody.
Valid.
But yeah, that was doing the dance, a little jazzy tune. People seem to like that more on Apple Music for whatever reason. It's actually, as of like 3 days ago, it's the most popular song on there. So for whatever reason, you can check it out for yourself on either Spotify or Apple Music. If you want to check it out, just type in Davey Squires. I'm the only Davey Squires on both of those, so it's like, just bada bing boom. But yeah,
True.
Yeah, little jazzy.
Yeah,
tune.
I don't think you did play that before.
No, I've been starting to play it at open mics more. Like, the way I do open mics is like, once I'm really comfortable with the song, I either play songs I'm super comfortable with, or songs I'm like not even close to learning the chords. Like, and there's no in between with open mics. Like, the way I do it is I play something like Half Truths, where I've been playing it for years now, and it's like I really know it, and then I play something like some new stuff,
something new that I'm probably gonna put on the next album or whatever. That I'm still writing, in the process of writing, but I want to show people, just to show people, and then I'll end with something I know more.
Not letting they could add some valuable feedback when you're figuring it out.
Yeah, open mics are a really great tool, and I feel like people I know a lot of open mics where a lot of the same people keep coming back, and open mics are they're more of a value than people I feel like consider, because you have that audience, but it's like you're only there for a limited amount of time. It's only 3 songs, but you still have that audience. So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Not including the other. If you look at the one aspect necessarily of, you could try occasional some material that you sort of think is a thing, experiment, and you've sort of been flirting around of how to do it or proceed with it, that you could throw it out there, and you sort of get the thing of people either like it or it's, well, I should go back and redo it this way, that how I was thinking. It's almost sort of that thing of, you don't need to put in all huge amount of work in that you can sort of experiment of, is this the right way or is it this way?
Yeah. And
so when you're at that crossroads, you can figure out which way.
Yeah. Well, it's also a great way to market yourself too. If you
that too.
And I know a lot of people say this is dumb, but if you play the same song over and over again to an audience, every week, they're gonna get to know the song, and then that's gonna be a base for your marketing or what you're gonna give the audience. Like, hey, if you like this, then you might like some other stuff that I'm doing. So there's that too. So.
Melon.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. It's just like, bada bing boom.
No, you still got to go to work.
I do.
And Tim still got to fire you.
Where's Tim at?
I don't know. We'll find out here in a bit where he's at and what he's up to and where he's firing. One or the other.
Yeah.
So, you have any upcoming gigs in the area?
I do.
Since you're back.
I'm back boys are back in town.
Touche. Touche.
The boys are back in town right now. I do have one this Friday. I'm not playing my music, but I'm playing with Indre this Friday at the Beachland Ballroom in Cleveland. And then I'll be at the Eurogyro in Kent on Saturday night playing my solo material. And I'll be playing drums for a friend of mine, Ride the Vibe. That's his stage performer name. But I'll be playing drums. But it's really good to be playing drums more again. I'm obviously more keyboard centric now than I was with, past, Land of Panda and whatnot. But I still practice drums. I still play drums. I just, whenever I can find the time, it's always good to get back out there and play in front of people, play drums in front of people.
Yeah, that you sort of don't lose your touch, but then also it's that one thing of just instead of focusing on the one thing, that you occasionally have something that breaks it up.
Yeah.
It takes you out of the norm every once in a while.
Yeah, it's always good.
Check and balance.
Always good to keep on getting better. I feel like I'm better than that was before with Land of Panda, but and then I will be at why am I drawing a blank right now? Hold on, let me check.
To the website.
No. I'll be at Buzzbin in Canton. If you want to go all the way down to Canton, I'm going to be there next Friday. And then next Saturday, I'll be at the Rialto in Akron. And that's next 2 weeks. And then if you guys want to check out, my Facebook page is Davey Squire's Music. All the rest of my events are on there. And just search Davey Squires on Apple Music and Spotify, and you'll get my music. The album's called Fiction, and I feel like it went pretty well, pretty smoothly. It was I worked with a lot of great people on it, and there's a ton of great local artists in the area to work with. So if you are a solo musician out there, just know that there's a ton of people out there that are willing to work with you.
Fair enough.
If they're not total buttheads.
But no, here I'll go and play something. No, it's more like this. Are you surprised I had that as a hot button?
I gotta get that as a hot button. That's my favorite thing in the world.
Oh, jeez. I'm helping you, aren't I?
Great to be back. Great to have me back.
Of course, like always. Or did I just bring you back so Tim can finally do the final fire?
Yeah, where is he at? I want to get fired.
See? It continues. Touche.
He's gonna fire me.
I know.
I really do like this bottle opener you made for me. This is really nice.
I know. My pure boredom at work.
I like how it says open here.
Because when I was finding those, it went to the one thing of...
I put this in the kitchen right next to the wine...
True.
Wine fridge.
But no, because they have, the blank ones, without that. It's like, it just doesn't look authentic.
Yeah, and also, if it's blank, it looks like there should be something there if it's blank.
So.
It looks more genuine.
I know.
Looks old-fashioned authentic. Looks like you got it straight from Italy. Germany.
No.
France.
No, he actually came from Nevada.
I was in Nevada.
I know. I should just if I do that, I should have just said, "Hey, Davey, can you go pick up something for me?"
I'm here. I visited. Oh, here's one of the highlights of my trip. I just remembered. I visited the world's largest Chevron gas station. It's like right outside of Las Vegas. It has like 100 pumps. It's giant. I have pictures of it. I have to show you. It is giant. Like.
And the funny thing, that company was in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should just said, "Hey, can you do me a favor and stop past find this company?"
Oh yeah. Like I was right there. I was on, what was that, 15? Yeah, I was on 15 going through. Just went through Las Vegas, and then I saw the big station. I was like, "Oh, that's a big Chevron station. I'm gonna stop there." There's a big sign like right outside of it that says "World's Biggest Chevron Station." I'm like, "Wow, this is insane." And it's just there's so many pumps. Like I parked at like pump number 100, and I had to walk like 500 feet.
No, I believe it.
It was big, but there's also a casino inside the gas station, so it's like a really big gas station. I'm
sort of shocked.
No, there's.
I sort of expect that in Vegas.
Oh yeah, they're all over Nevada. Like every gas station has at least like one slot in there. Like even the small ones, it's just random. It's really random too. It's like ATM, then just a bunch of slot machines, and like this seems out of place, but it's Nevada, so what you gonna do?
No, it's good marketing sense. You see that someone goes, "Well, I don't have cash." ATM next to it.
Yeah, you're right.
Sort of good marketing and try to spend habit.
Yeah.
Sort of a mix.
Yeah.
Just like here, right down near the bookstore, you have an ATM there. Because you got the, that, you got the cashier's office, you got the cafeteria.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're getting cash out of the ATM. Like, hey, let's do some slots and bet all money.
See? Now does it make sense?
Yeah, I guess so. It just seems so out of place. Like, I don't know. To them, it's probably not because I see it every day. But
well, the owners, you bring the ATM closer to that. You hope people take money out to spend money on that.
Also helps the economy. I mean, they don't have really much out there to
It's not like anyone's going to the beach.
Yeah, there's nothing out there. Like the whole center of the state's just nothing. Like there's Reno in the north, and then there's Las Vegas in the south, and that's about it. Like everything in between there is nothing.
And eventually the Oakland Raiders will end up be there.
Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, Los Angeles should not have 2 football teams.
Not for much longer.
They should.
They're building the stadium someplace there. I don't know where.
Oh, really? They started already?
Yeah, for Oakland, yeah. I don't know where it's at, all that. I know that it's official. They're going there. Where that's at completion-wise and when and all that.
It's all up in the air.
You should Google it because I don't even have a clue for that answer.
But they started building it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when it's going to be complete, when they're playing, all that stuff, where it's at, all that, I do not know.
How bad would it be to have home games there? Like, just die of heat exhaustion.
Well, it's more fall. It's more training camp.
Well, yeah.
That would be worse.
But, I mean, even in September, it's pretty hot there.
Well, true.
But, like, in July, oh, God. That's like... Well, I guess if there's... Well, I mean, if there's one in Arizona, then it doesn't matter. At this point, it doesn't matter.
Let's see... Actually, the stadium's supposed to be opening 2020.
Oh, wow. Next year.
Yep. Yep. So, yeah, by next September, that should be a thing. And you know the worst thing is...
What's the team name?
Oh, well, the Raiders.
Oh, they're not changing. No.
They're not changing that.
It's not like the Montreal Expos, where they would change the name.
No, maybe they'll change the city name, but...
Well, yeah, if they're moving the city.
Yeah. But they'll probably keep the Raiders and add on it.
That'd be cool if it was like the Las Vegas slot machines, and it was just a big slot machine as the mascot.
I can't see that happening.
I don't think it would happen either, but... Oh, well. Oh, well.
Keep wishing.
I will.
Put it in the suggestion box. Next time you're through, put it in the suggestion box.
There's just a comment box outside the stadium being built. Hey, what should we call the team? It's like the 1930s where that's how they would name teams. They would have a newspaper or something run it. I don't know. Yeah. Well, football, man. I don't know. I don't really. I started watching the NFL. I actually got an NFL Sunday ticket this year, and then like halfway through the season, I was like, I don't really want to watch this anymore. But I have to pay for the rest of the season, so I was like, all right, I'm not paying for next season, so I just cancel it. It's such a NFL Sunday ticket. It's such a waste of time.
I don't bother.
Well, I've been using my. I was using it for when I was in Los Angeles, like I wouldn't get local Cleveland games. So I was using it for that, but then my brother has a PlayStation View account. I could just do it there because you can watch local games from anywhere on PlayStation View. So I was like, wow, this is pointless to pay for now. So
I didn't know that was the thing, but you're talking to someone that has still a PS2.
Oh, that's classic, though.
So
wait, the fat version or the slim version?
Slim.
Nice.
I know the fat version, it fried.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the slim, then that one fried. Then
and you gotta get another
the last one I had, or still sort of the current one I have, it's the slim version, but it's in silver.
Oh, I like the silver one.
Yeah.
We used to have a blue one.
It was like 80-something bucks.
Oh, yeah.
Then, Moo 3 and...
We still have a GameCube.
Yeah, I believe it in that. So, let's see. Have any other certain things you want to talk about?
Those are my local, what is it? Got upcoming gigs.
Yeah.
The album's out. Check it out. Right here. It's called Fiction.
Are you sure?
It's out on the everywhere.
On there?
It's right here.
Except I shouldn't put my finger over top of the words. That would be a bad thing.
You do you.
Well, it's kind of bad, because you have to sit here. It's like, well, that's in front of me. Then you go, camera that's behind my head and that.
Oh, yeah.
To show it to.
Oh.
You have that bad habit of wanting to put it in the center like that.
Yeah. Wait, where's the camera at?
Because it's right there.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah,
oh,
right there.
Oh. I always wondered where it was. No.
I told you that before.
Where? When? What?
Twice.
When? What?
When Panda was in here?
I can't remember that far back.
Well, it was a lot of stuff fitting your drum set and that in here that night, yeah.
I was too preoccupied with, getting the drum set. That was nuts. We talked about the trip. Went well. I saw Yellowstone. That was really cool. That was my favorite park I saw. I went to a bunch of them. My second favorite had to be Capitol Reef National Park in Utah. It's really beautiful. It's straight up in the middle of nowhere. It's right off of Interstate 70, which is already in the middle of nowhere. But what I did is I went down this big state route, and I got to this like almost ghost town, and then it was like 3 miles from there, and it's just this beautiful, like serene. It mixes like it mixes like the sediment, like sedimentary rock.
Yeah.
And it's really a beautiful place. But there's also a lot of trees there, unlike most of Utah, where it's just barren land. But yeah, it's a really beautiful place. So highly recommended. Not many people know about it actually. Capitol Reef State National Park in Utah. Not many people know about it. It's not
weird.
It's not that big, but it's a really cool place to go. Like if you want to see cool rocks, if you're a rock type of guy, it's for you. If you like rock and roll, seeing rocks roll, yeah, it's for you.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And then my third favorite is probably the saguaro forest in Arizona. That was really cool to see cacti that big.
I hope to God you didn't go and try to hug it.
I did. No, just kidding. No, they were really big. They were like, I was like, whoa. Like I've seen cacti before, but like never that big. And I know they're bigger in Baja, California, but they have way bigger ones down there. But those are the biggest ones in the United States of America.
Very valid.
So it was really cool. Those are probably my top 3 places to go to on my trip. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
You want to play us off?
Sure. I'll play.
You can actually play something, not just playing.
I'm playing things. Let's see here. What do I want to do here?
You being so literal. Going to call you now Davey Literal.
Davey Literal? I am so literal. This one is called It's Never. I mentioned it earlier. It's the first track off the album. And it features Alex Tortorella of Pistol Whip on guitar. And, yep. So here we go. Some highways are just full of broken dreams. An endless stream of cars is all it seems. And when they come flying by, a breeze so strong hits where I lie. A road map to a place far away.
change your mind. It's never too late to draw the line. It's never too late to say goodbye. Sometimes I feel I can face the light. And other times I feel I'm a silhouette, like a shadow moving through the night. I'm an endless floating space cadet, like too many times there before. Someone comes a knocking and I lock the door, I feel I'm not worth any time. And alone in this room, I'll be fine. It's never too late to say goodbye. It's never too late. It's never too late to draw the line. It's never too late to change your mind.
You have so much fun with your new keyboard.
I know. I like it.
No more duct tape.
It's amazing. I love it. It's my favorite thing in the world.
I don't know. I doubt that. Probably top 3.
Yeah, probably top 3. No, I love it. It's really cool. Like, I really needed a new keyboard. Like, Casios are nice, but they're not like professional grade. And I'm not saying I'm a professional, but I play out a good amount with keyboards, so it's like I needed a Korg, actual bada bing boom Korg, you know, boppity beep boopity boppity boopity boppity boppity beepity.
You try to speak Italian?
A beepity ba.
Almost like, you know, try to reenact Family Guy.
Yeah. I haven't watched Family Guy in years.
I know. Me either.
Are there still episodes? Is it still a show?
I don't know. Maybe. That's a good Google question.
That's a good Google.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was called It's Never. It's off. It's the first track off the album. The album's called Fiction. It's on Spotify and Apple Music. Just search up Davey Squires. My Facebook page is Davey Squires Music. And I'm on Instagram at Davey_Squires. You can check out all my funny memes. I don't post many memes, but when I do, it's funny. But no, I post, you know, shows and stuff, updates and whatnot, you know. Yeah.
Then look out for your Instagram page for your now radio show with Kent. See, now I'm holding you to
yeah. Yeah, I'll make a new Instagram for the radio show in Kent.
What's it to ya? Ha ha ha.
Yes.
See, I might not be able to go and actually call in, but I can now influence something else.
Well, you have a Facebook. You
You can watch the stream.
I know I do.
I'll be streaming still. Yeah.
No, you know, because I sit there and comment.
Yeah. You type on your keyboard.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. I'm in here watching you typing things to you. Isn't that a contradiction?
Is that's an endless loop.
I know.
Well, it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. Regular crowd shuffles in. Actually, before we finish, can I tell a funny story that happened to me just last night? Or wait, Sunday night. Today's Tuesday. Okay, Sunday night. So I had a kind of half gig. It was like a 20-minute set in Akron at this place called the Matinee. It's downtown Akron, and I get there and things supposed to start at 7:30, and I get there at like 7:25, and I go up to the door and no one's there, but the door's open. So I walk in, and I look for a bartender or some sort, and I just like, oh well, I'll just start setting up. And so like 15 minutes into setting up, the bartender comes out, and I'm like, there's supposed to be a host to this thing. It's like a kind of a half open mic, because they're like, it's like a singer-songwriter showcase type thing. And I'm like, so where's the host? And he's like, oh, I don't know. She hasn't texted me or anything. She forgot to put up a Facebook event for this. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I start to play. I play one song. It's like, by this point, it's like 8 o'clock. I play one of my original songs, and then these two ladies come in. I don't know if they were drunk or not, but they're like, play Piano Man. And they get up on stage, and they take my microphone, and they start to sing, I start to play the chords, and they start to sing Piano Man horribly. Like, they're off key, up tempo, everything. And I did not even expect it. Like, they just came up to the stage, stole my microphone, and just started singing. I was like, well, nobody's here, and it's a Sunday night. Okay. So I just kept playing the chords. And then they just, like, halfway through the song, they skip to the end of it. Like, they skip to the end of the song, and then they're still singing. And then after that whole debacle, they're like, hey, can you play the beginning of Drops of Jupiter? But you know, the train song. And I didn't know how easy it was, so I might actually like cover that song in future performances. But I started to play, I'm like, and then I play like a half try at like playing this intro, and they're like, whoa, you're really good at this. Do you teach piano? What are your favorite songs? They start asking me all these questions.
No, see, you should have had a contract and signed them on to be your students.
No,
I could have made some money there.
I don't think the money's worth it in that situation. I could not. My brain.
No, until they're silver. They realized they just made a horrible mistake.
They were nice, like they weren't me. They weren't. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. And then I start playing the intro. They're like, really,
but that would
really
be kind of funny though.
If
you did like fake contracts.
If I took them, yeah. And they're like, I did not sign up for this. I don't know what to do. But yeah, I start playing the intro, and they start asking me all these questions, and they start singing it. And I'm like, all right, I don't know. And then they skip to the end, the bridge, which has totally different chords. And I'm like, I don't know where to go. And then, then they just leave. And in that, like, it was supposed to just be me playing originals. Like, that was the whole point of the showcase. But I don't know. I still don't know where the host is to this day. But after that, they just leave.
That sounds like something in your life.
Yeah, basically. I mean... Then they just leave, and nobody's there again except for the bartender, and it's like, I'm just gonna leave. Bye. And so that's how that was like my hour. Completely just, I will never get back.
You should have did some fake contracts, not that they signed up for and have their signature in that.
They probably.
Then they woke up the next day. Well, why did I I signed up for piano lessons.
Yeah.
Don't even leave your name on it. Just go leave that.
I need a down
that
payment.
That would mess with them.
I need a down payment of like $100. I'm like, okay. Like, wait, what? Yeah. So yeah, that was.
It's almost like those fake parking tickets you can get. Joke tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that, but just in
freak them out for no reason whatsoever. Just hey, oh well, yeah. Yeah,
that would be right up your alley.
It would be. I should have, but at that point, like, I was working all day, and then I went and then I was rehearsing all day, and then I went to that just for that to happen. I was like, well, it's like I didn't expect to get paid or anything, but I expected that at least like play in front of people, like. But no, like I don't know. I was like,
where they messed up, message you in some shape or form.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but I'm trying to get a gig actually for that place on like a Friday or Saturday night when it's not a Sunday night. But yeah, it's yeah. So I was like, well, that's disappointing. I'm out of here. But yeah,
fair enough.
It happens. Like that's never happened to me before. Where I've taken requests before, but I've never like had somebody come up to the stage and take my microphone and start singing. That's a new one. Like all right. I'm glad it wasn't my microphone, like my personal microphone. Cause I don't know what.
That's true.
I don't know if they had a cold or anything, so.
Valid. I gotcha.
Yeah, so that was my Sunday night.
I feel you.
It's ridiculous. I was like, I can't.
Don't worry. It'll be more entertaining things to happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this weekend should be fun. Beachland Ballroom and then Euro Gyro. Those are two. It's going to be really fun to play with those guys. I played with Ride the Vibe before. They were great guys. Actually, it's only one guy, but he always creates bands like be around him, and I play drums sometimes. So more like a reggae rock vibe coming from him. But yeah, it's always fun. And I always kind of like being a funk reggae drummer. Like I've always been brought up on jazz drumming.
Yeah.
But I really prefer funk and jazz too. But yeah. Not just like steady 4/4 rock. It's kind of boring to me, honestly. Like I do like rock music, but rock drumming isn't my thing.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, if it's one song or two, it's like okay.
No, I get it.
Yeah, but
I get it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good this weekend, and Beachland Ballroom on Friday, and yeah, you got plenty more shows this month, so you can check them all out. Davey Squire's Music on Facebook, and you check out the events tab, and I have most of the concerts I'll be playing on the list there. List.
Till next year.
Till next year. Yep. Yep.
You're just having some fun with that one.
D major is my go-to chord.
That's dramatic. There you go. But it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
You can't stay away from Ohio for long.
Yeah, I really can't. Like, it's my home, but I'm out of here once I graduate, honestly. I'm not joking.
You say that now. Just watch. It'll come and drag you back.
I'm fine with the weather here. Like, I'm not like a fan of the weather, but I'm fine with it. I'm used to it. But I really want to move to Denver. I feel like I really love the music scene out there. A lot of my friends actually live out there, and I have a lot of connections out there, and so it's like I really want to go there. It's kind of a new place. I mean, it's not like the weather there. I mean, the weather it's beautiful out there, but it's like it's snowy, super duper snowy, but it's a beautiful type of snowy, you know. Here it's kind of like slushy, slush everywhere.
It's true.
Gray skies.
I'll give you that.
But yeah, I mean, the cold doesn't bother me. It's just, I don't know. Well, I digress.
No, you're good.
I digress. It's great to be on the show. Great to be on the show.
Like always.
Like always.
Except minus the firings.
Yeah, I don't know where Tim went.
He's slacking. You just hit to message him on Facebook.
Yeah, I'll be like, where's my firing?
I know. The disappointment continues. But until next year.
Until next
when
year.
You'll probably be back.
Yeah, I'll probably be back in the spring. Yeah.
We'll talk.
Yeah. Yep.